Welcome back to the HolisTiFi Life Podcast, the show for high achieving women who are ready to stop playing small and start living with purpose, peace, and power. I'm your host, Yasheika Turner, mental health nurse turned life coach and entrepreneur, here to guide you as you reset your mindset, rise above limitations, and build a life that aligns with your vision and values. Each week, we have real conversations, transformational insights, and tools to help you grow mentally, emotionally, and financially. Because thriving is your birthright. So grab your journal, your tea, or take me on your morning walk. It's time to live the HolisTiFi life. Welcome back to the HolisTiFi Life Podcast. I'm your host, Yasheika Turner, and I'm so excited to officially welcome you to episode 1 in season 1. This podcast has been on my heart for a long time, and today I want to kick things off by sharing my story. Not just so you know who I am, but so you can see what's possible for you. Because the truth is, this podcast isn't about me, it's about the woman you are becoming. So let's get into my story. I was born, raised, and educated in Jamaica. I'm a registered nurse by training, specializing in mental health and psychiatry. After completing my nursing degree, I worked there in Jamaica for over 7 years. I was living somewhat independently. I had my career going on. I had a car, a comfortable rental home, taking care of myself and my child financially. But I was at a mentally challenging period of my life where I was sad, angry, and I was mentally suffering in silence. I felt stuck. I felt a constant need for a change. I was mentally frustrated and stressed out. I wanted a different lifestyle and I needed a way out. When I assessed my life, I realized this was negatively affecting my mental and spiritual health, and I needed to get out. I could hear God whispering and talking to me. He told me this was not my final destination, and I'm more than a conqueror. I prayed and asked Him for a better life, a way out of this survival mode to living a thriving, purposeful life. He knew the plans He had for my life. As in the verse, I know the plans I have for you. He directed the pathway for me to apply to Canada. I have never visited Canada before. I knew nothing about Canada. But I had faith in God and what He was doing for me. I started my permanent resident application process in 2009, and my process was completed by 2011. God had bigger plans for my life, and He knew that staying in Jamaica would have kept me stuck in situations and in a lifestyle that was not designed for me, and that would prevent me from pursuing my dreams of living abundantly. In 2011, I migrated to Canada as a single career mom, and I've created a successful life story since then. My experience living in Canada over the past 14 years was a period of hard work, dedication, and was built on faith, resilience, and perseverance. Let me tell you something. It wasn't easy starting life all over from scratch, landing in a new country, adjusting to new norms and cultures with a 3-year-old child. Imagine that. But looking back at all my achievements, I felt successful, working my way up from surviving to thriving. But while I continued my success journey, I lived the life I was supposed to live. I migrated to Canada, started over as a single mom, worked hard, built a career in nursing, met my husband, built a family, having all the things and being all the things. But deep down, something was missing. I started feeling miserable again. I felt stuck in a daily routine. I was at a point in my career where I felt frustrated, tired of the schedules, the restrictions, and the work environment. Can you relate to this? But I had to maintain my financial obligations, so I was just showing up and doing my work to get paid. Again, I took an assessment of my life and discovered what the problem was. This time, I wanted fulfillment, freedom, and flexibility to enjoy my life and my family while still being able to meet my financial obligations. God was making me uncomfortable because it was another season for elevation. I felt stuck, not because I was capable, but because I knew I was made for more. I then invested in courses, mentorship programs, and coaching to guide me on this purpose and freedom searching season in my life. This was the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey in 2019. While on this journey, I felt there was something deeper that I could be a part of, but I couldn't pin it down until one day the light bulb hit. I then discovered my purpose, and it was so much deeper than my job. And that was the reason I was feeling unfulfilled and uncomfortable all this time. My assignment is to help other women get unstuck, to get out of things and situations that no longer serve them, to reset and rise to their full potential. After realizing that entrepreneurship was a path to freedom, I started creating multiple streams of income while working full time as a registered nurse. These side hustles included self publishing my book, which is available on Amazon, What to Expect When Moving to Canada, launching my e commerce store, selling print on demand and digital products, Holistic Apparel. At the time, this store was available on Shopify, becoming a certified life coach, starting a YouTube channel, while also being a part time realtor. After discovering and monetizing my passion, skills, and purpose outside of my career, I started helping others to do the same. Now I use my gift of empowerment to serve the online community. I kept evolving, not because it was easy, but because I refused to let fear keep me in places that no longer served me. And that's how HolisTiFi Life was born, out of my desire to live fully, not just function, to thrive and not just survive. This is your lifestyle brand. To remind you to rise and to thrive instead of living in survival mode. So, my purpose in this season is to serve women who are at the corner of surviving and thriving. My assignment is to pull other women out of things and situations that no longer serve them. Help them rise to who God had created them to be. After realizing the purpose of my life, I was able to see a new pathway to my success journey. God has created you for a purpose, and He has His unique pathway for your success journey. But in order to truly step into your unique assignment, you have to get clear on your specific purpose. Once I found the treasure box with my purpose and the passions, girl, I unwrapped so many other unopened gifts. And now I am monetizing those gifts along with my purpose to walk boldly into my freedom season. Girlfriend, God created and designed you to be successful. Your purpose is deep reason for your existence and it can never be taken from you. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Your purpose and gifts can make room for your journey to freedom and flexibility. You can create your holistically happier, healthier, wealthier, abundant life in faith. So, why does this podcast exist? You might ask. This podcast is for the woman who is doing all the things. She's got the degree, the job, even the house and the family. But inside, she's exhausted, unfulfilled, craving alignment, craving more joy, more freedom, more of her. It's for the woman who is quietly whispering to herself, is this really it? And I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. Your next chapter can be wildly more fulfilling than this one. And you don't have to burn your whole life down to get there. Now, let me help you start your own freedom and flexibility season so you no longer struggle with feeling unfulfilled and stuck in a daily survival mode routine. Every week, I'll be sharing mindset shifts, practical tools, and real talk about career changes, personal growth, confidence, mental wellness, and all the messy middles in between. Because transformation isn't linear, but it's always worth it. So here's my invitation to you. Come on this journey with me. Let this podcast be your reset, your safe space, your weekly reminder that you're not stuck. You're just being stretched into the next version of yourself. Whether you're pivoting in your career, healing from burnout, building a business, or simply finding your voice again, this space is for you. Finally, you will be able to live a happier, more fulfilled life. You will feel holistically empowered, uplifted, and motivated. You will unwrap and monetize gifts that are inside of you. You will increase the quality of your whole life, and you will finally wake up every morning with thirst and excitement to start your day. Once I found my purpose, I started enjoying the things I'm passionate about to fulfill my purpose, and that is to lead and motivate other women just like you. I now feel excited and fulfilled knowing I created a business to impact others in a positive way. Thank you for pressing play on this very first episode. I don't take that lightly. If this resonated with you, do me a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this with a woman in your life who needs it. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. You are not behind. You are not too late. Your story is just beginning. Let's reset. Let's rise. Let's live the HolisTiFi life. If today's episode spoke to your soul, make sure you hit that follow button and leave a review. It helps more women like you find this space. And if you're ready to go deeper, be sure to check the show notes for free resources or ways we can work together. Remember, you don't have to stay stuck and you don't have to do it alone. You are powerful, worthy, and capable of creating the life you crave, one bold step at a time. And don't forget to join the conversation over on Instagram at HolisTiFi Life or visit YasheikaTurner.com for more resources to help you reset, rise, and thrive. Until next time, let's keep living the HolisTiFi life.